The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom. Hello and welcome, my friends, to part 2 of the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom. I hope you guys are well and excited for the next episode of Necrom. We're going to finish the entire story in today's episode, the main story of Necrom, which is the Elder Scrolls Online's latest chapter, taking us back to a part of Morrowind, the Telvanni Peninsula, right here on the map, as this new zone here. And it also adds the zone of Apocrypha, which I feel like we've barely explored, even though we went into it in yesterday's stream as part of the main story. I'm going to warn you all now, if you're joining the stream and you've not seen part 1 episode, I will link it down below in the description. I don't want to spoil the story for you. We're going to jump back into it, but there's already like instantly a big story spoiler. So appreciate it if you're joining the stream now, but if you don't want to get spoiled, obviously, you know, like watch the first episode first. It definitely starts off really slow. How can I quickly say without spoiling it? It starts off with you not knowing the plot and what's actually happening, and neither does Mora. So he basically employs you to find out what the plot is to disrupt Apocrypha, his realm of oblivion. Mora being a Daedric prince and so on. And then you find out the evil guys pretty early on compared to previous Elder Scrolls chapters. So we're not playing this guessing game where we know who the bad guy is, but he's not revealed himself yet. So I've actually really enjoyed the chapter so far up to this point. And now I feel like we're coming to a pivotal point. There's been a big, what's the word for it? Like plot twist, I guess. And I don't want to spoil it. So this is your warning to leave now. Even though you've just joined the stream. Thanks for joining. But yeah, part 1, watch that first and then come back. Or don't spoil yourself the story. We're also playing the new Arcanist class as well. But anyway, we're going to carry on now. So, we are doing the quest, A Calamity of Fate. So, essentially what happened last episode was Blightcrown completed Master Shelreni's rite, and Vermina then entered Apocrypha by... Basically, Blightcrown assassinated Shelreni, who was one of the Archmagisters. And in doing so, Vermina then possessed... Vermina being the Daedric Prince of Dreams, then possessed her body and used her to enter Apocrypha, which is just crazy concept, which is against the Daedric god rules. So I'm really intrigued to see how this turns out. The Prince of Dreams' presence has disrupted the workings of the realm, and as she hunts for the lost memory, I need to find a way to stop her from reaching it. We still don't know what her plan is with this lost memory, and what her recovering it might mean for Tamriel. So that's still a mystery to us. Haven't figured it out. I need to go to Tel Barrow, so Meln can help us locate the spirit of Master Shelreni. So, because she's now dead and she was betrayed by the evil enemy, we can now talk to her. Maybe she wants to give us some more information about what the enemy are up to. And maybe we can use that information to save the world. Because we are the hero, obviously. My god complex. So here we are. We're on the map just here. This is Tel Barrow, the giant mushroom that the Telvanni masters live in. You've got to go in there and mess stuff up. How do I like it compared to the other chapters? So far, I mean, you'll see this from Apocrypha, that it is... These worlds that they've created, the Daedric Realms of Oblivion, whenever they include it, it's just very interesting and exciting to me. Because we actually get to visit like the Plane of Oblivion again that we visited in Skyrim, but it's reimagined and sort of developed. So I kind of like that. Compared to other chapters, it hits in a different way. So far, the storyline is really slow to get started, but I feel like it gets better. And also, it's been the least obvious plot. You know, I've not figured it out yet, so... I've not figured out who the villains are because the game basically reveals them to me early on, which was a very different way of doing it. Laser beam! Oh, it's already dead. Never mind. Okay, well, we're playing the Arcanist. We're going to go to the mushroom right now. I've been... sounds like I'm high on something, doesn't it? With a storyline like that. Look, this is the giant Telvanni mushroom.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Oh dear.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
Yeah, so this chapter adds a new class to the game as
The
well.
main
called the
entrance was
Arcanist.
definitely sealed by a powerful mage. We won't get in that way. Well, since we're here, we might as well look around.
Okay, so I've got to find a way in. And what are you doing? Just standing here next to some plants? Okay, this is the way. Follow me. So the Arcanist uses a new mechanic that no other class uses in the game, which is quite interesting. Basically, I need to find an enemy to show you this. I can't even see anything to attack.
Over there. Just let me... There.
Magic.
Easy enough for a magister to remove a master's ward. Let's go inside.
There's a mud crab just here. So basically you have this new skill that you can generate crux with. So every time I use this ability, I get little triangles that rotate around my body. Now these crux symbols can be consumed by your other Arcanist abilities. And by doing so, you basically empower them. So say for example, if you have one active crux and then you use this laser beam ability, it will do plus 33% damage per active crux. So you can do plus 99% damage if you have 3 and then you use that ability. And the same goes for essentially empowering all of the Arcanist's abilities. Like deal an increased 5% more damage to enemies drenched in Abyssal Link. I think this one uses crux, or doesn't it? I've not read it yet. We've just unlocked this. We've just unlocked our second bar as well, so I'm still leveling up the class, but it's very intriguing how it works, and it just adds like an extra skill level to the damage rotation and how much DPS you can get. Though that said, it sounds complicated. It's a pretty easy class to play. Like compared to other classes, like pretty easy. So if you want to play it, I wouldn't be like put off by this weird mechanic that other classes don't have.
Shelreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Okay. Manifest for me. Let's go.
Careful, my friend.
Blightcrown! He killed me.
Oh dear.
I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Are we praying for her?
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shelreni has fallen?
Yes, actually. Can we gloat?
I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes.
Ironic, you're working with them. You were literally betrayed by them. Blightcrown betrayed you, and Vermina stole your body. You can help us stop them.
Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them.
You're content to let Vermina's betrayal go unpunished. That doesn't sound like the Telvanni way.
You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider, or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes.
What did you do for them?
I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blightcrown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister.
Instead, Blightcrown betrayed you and Vermina stole your body. Do you know where she took it?
I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite Panopticon. Torvesard will lead her there.
You're still level 25 in this game. You need to get the DLC and start playing more. Yeah. I mean, you know, you can get lost in this content. There's so much to do. Just doing the quest doesn't even level you up that quickly. But my god, it takes up a lot of time. Yeah, I've got a link in the description if you want to get the new chapter for cheaper. It's 23% off each version of it. So whatever version you want on Xbox or PC, it gives you a region key for any region. It's global, so that's actually where I brought it as well. Why did you seek the help of Vermini and Peryite in the first place?
It started with Torvesard and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina.
What about Peryite? Why is he working with Vermina?
Torvesard behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvesard. He has his own agenda.
Well done.
Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together.
Do you know anything more about the secret they're searching for?
Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blightcrown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really.
What did he steal exactly?
It involves Torvesard's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in.
That's intriguing. It's probably a really spicy wet dream. A really spicy Daedric wet dream. And he was like, I need to recall this. You don't know anything more specific, though.
Look, maybe Mora stole Torvesard's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Peryite want the memory back, but Torvesard wants it more.
Do you know why Hermaeus Mora has gone silent?
Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blightcrown I could do it.
What did you do?
I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what?
How do you fix this?
Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
Yeah, well, that's very interesting. Because obviously there are laws that Daedric princes can't enter other Daedric princes' realms of oblivion, which were broken. But Hermaeus Mora was separated from his realm of oblivion, so maybe it's temporary, not his? I don't know, it's really strange.
I can't absolve you of your transgressions, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Eternal disappointment.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
Okay, back to Necrom we go. Can we go in here? No. This is just like some little area. Back out we go then. One of the most interesting things about this DLC so far is like kind of being, sounds stupid, sounds weird. The hierarchy, the political hierarchy of the Dunmer and Telvanni houses. I was always quite intrigued by it when we played The Elder Scrolls Skyrim Dragonborn. And I feel like this elaborates on how they work with the mouths and stuff like that. And I quite like that. It's quite a cool concept. I mean, very similar to Lord of the Rings, but you know, I like that. Right, so return to Necrom Bindery. Take me there. Chimera's voice actor was peak. Chimera, yeah. No, really good. I think there's been like, I think the voice acting work in the Elder Scrolls Online is just like
If you're
altogether
willing to work, I'm ready to
key.
hire.
Okay. How do I get to this place? You know when you enter a new city, it's always a bit confusing to me. Oh! Some valuable lore. Okay, we're almost there. Who's this? They look pretty suspicious. An Imperial spy, no doubt. The worst kind of spy. An Imperial. Into the bindery. Yes, Diablo 4 is out. I am loving it. I'm very addicted to it right now. I'll be making daily guides on it. Just like fun little quick 2-minute videos of like some cool stuff I've sort of tested out that day that actually works. A lot of the stuff is getting patched, but so far the videos I've made haven't been patched, so that's pretty good.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Apocrypha is not as bad as you say. Ah, Proxy. Tell me what happened at Tel Barrow. Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news. While my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy.
Well, Master Shelreni said Vermina needs to enter the infinite Panopticon to find the secret they seek.
The infinite Panopticon?
Panopticon, sorry.
First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan.
Do you have something in mind, Laramil?
What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shelreni's body. That will be her undoing.
What do you mean?
Shelreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think.
That really doesn't solve the problem, though, because we still need to find her to destroy her. Then I guess we need to return to Apocrypha. Yes, obviously.
Idane, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Romance.
Vomitus.
What are you doing? You're sneaking, huh? Everything's empty. Classic Khajiit just comes in here, steals everything. All these drawers are open. Okay, so we've got to go to Apocrypha. Over here, specifically. Are you telling me I didn't unlock this way shrine? I am an idiot. An idiot! Yay! Okay, let's go through this portal right here to Apocrypha. To the Endless Library. I don't know where this is, but we're going. Danny plays on PC, but I am a console player. So what's your favorite? My favorite what? Don't know what that means. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay. Yeah, Apocrypha looks like an underwater area. It's pretty awesome. Gotta ride down the coastline. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to build up some crux here. And once we've got 3 crux, we can be like, laser beam! Everything's already dead. But you see how much damage that does and how much range it has? It's pretty nice. We also have healing abilities, shield abilities, and also this giant laser beam that can move as well because it's not powerful enough. So we'll make it move. It basically conjures the Eye of Sauron, and then he laser beams a vertical line downwards from space and deletes everything underneath it. Kylo Ken. What a fantastic name, and thanks for the donation. Did you make your toon bare-chested? Yes, look. Look at those rippled abs. Do you like that, Kylo Ken? You're a man shrouded in mystery, so I'm sure you enjoy it, even if you don't admit it. Thanks for the donation, by the way. Dude, appreciate it. Devs only think, so elite to nerf crate, and then want to sell a new class or mythic. The devs only think so. Sorry, I missed the start of your conversation. But I think this new class is probably the most Elder Scrolls-like class we've ever had. I mean, the sorcerer is a sorcerer. Summon Daedric pets, like, okay. Obviously, it was one of the starting classes that came out. The Nightblade is really cool as a concept. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not strictly, like, based around the Elder Scrolls, is it? And then you've got the Dragon Knight is definitely more Elder Scrolls. Very much like Skyrim inspired, even though it doesn't really have any Dragonborn shouts or anything. I think it's, you know, if we ever return to Skyrim, you know, like over here, we need some kind of like dragon cult thing, like the Elsewhere thing, and then we need to unlock a shout skill line. Like, that just needs to happen, okay? I don't know when it will happen, but it will happen. It'll be a missed opportunity if they don't do that. And every time they're like, oh, return to Skyrim, all the Skyrim players are like, oh, I'm still waiting for the Elder Scrolls 6. This is all I got when they come back. Because I know that, because that's what happened to me. And the Vampire Skyrim DLC was awesome. Very much like Dawn Guard, so they still played off the old Skyrim stuff there. But I think that's a clever way of doing it, to make sales, you know? And I really want this game to make sales, because currently ZeniMax are working on another MMO. I have a strong feeling that it's going to be a Star Wars IP, a new Star Wars MMO IP. And they're currently working on that, so I don't know what's going to happen to the Elder Scrolls Online after. They have said that they're going to keep going as long as people are buying chapters, and I think they will. You know, I think the Elder Scrolls 6 will come out, so they'll do Hammerfell after that to, like, you know, sort of sell off the popularity of the Elder Scrolls 6. That's where the Elder Scrolls 6 is based, in Hammerfell. Maybe it will include some of the north region, like the Alkir Desert, but I know for a fact Hammerfell. So I think we've not got a lot more regions to go. We've already added Apocrypha. You know, it's just, there's a lot more content that can be added to this game, but I kind of see, I don't know, you look at World of Warcraft, I guess that's still going. But ZeniMax as a company are working on 2 MMOs now. We don't know what the other MMO is, but we know it's the second one. And I don't think it's the Elder Scrolls Online related. If it was a Fallout one, damn. Would that be good? Or would that not be good? We had Fallout 76, right? So I feel like it wouldn't be a Fallout-based MMO. But could you imagine? I don't know, because whenever I've played like an MMO with guns, it always just feels like lackluster in many ways. Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't know, it just doesn't hit hard. It doesn't hit, it just feels a bit like janky. I never really enjoy it as much. I feel like after the failures of Fallout 76, I mean, I say failures, obviously the game not as popular as the single player games, and it doesn't really spell like the success of let's make it into an MMO. But if Fallout 76 was a proper MMO, then I feel like it would have had more legs to stand on. So yeah, I don't think that will be what they're making. But there's a chance it could be a Starfield IP MMO, a new space-themed MMO. We currently don't have that because Star Citizen isn't really that. You know, it's not an MMO. There are other space MMOs that are still really popular, but they're so old. So a space-themed MMO would also be amazing, which makes me think, okay, Star Wars, big IP would make sense. There's been lots of rumors about that, and ZeniMax would make sense as a company to develop it. It's my 2 cents on it.
As I feared, the entrance to the infinite Panopticon has moved.
As is its nature, which means we have failed and reality is doomed.
I refuse this outcome. Fate, bend to my will.
Okay.
Neramel, be careful.
There is no time. The Panopticon must exist.
She's too powerful.
Here, I command it.
Neramel,
Damn, I
you
wish
did
I
it.
could do that.
The Panopticon is open.
That's impressive. Very impressive.
I was not sure if that would work, Proxy. It weakened me.
Well, it worked, so here we go, boys. I think I would rather have a Starfield-themed MMO than a Star Wars-themed one. Even though I've not played Starfield, I'd rather that ZeniMax and Bethesda kind of keep that IP, you know, and just like carry on progressing it. I feel like it can get a bit messy otherwise.
Oh no. Vermina. Her presence is destroying the Panopticon.
Laramel, look at yourself. You're in no shape to continue.
Nonsense. No. You are right. Proxy, you must deal with Vermina.
Obviously.
Gidane will help me return to Cypher's Midden.
You can't face Vermina alone.
Who's that?
I don't believe I'm saying this, but I'll go with you.
This is more than just the presence of a rival Daedric prince. Something else is happening here.
What else, though? What is this dream? We still don't really know. Explore the infinite Panopticon.
I think Vermina's presence has somehow intensified Blightcrown's corruption.
So we're going to stack our 3 little
I'm a vessel
sigils.
of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Delete. Look at that damage, man. It's insane. Get wrecked, son. Destruction staff increased to level 16. Nice. I'm gonna make myself the same haircut like hers.
Ripples of agony from below.
Fair.
We need to go down, mortal. Feel the power of fate! I don't understand it either, but like it or not, we're the only thing standing between Vermina and the utter collapse of reality. So let's get moving. We need to find a Daedric prince wearing a mortal meat suit while we still can.
A mortal meat suit. I love it. Delete us. The power of knowledge. No one can stand up to the power of knowledge. I just show them the pages of the lusty Argonian maid and they're like, it's too much to bear. Ah. Big damage. Die. I can aim it sideways. It's amazing. Yikes. Deleted. What's this? Where does this go? What's that? Oh, look how cute this thing is, by the way. Look. It's like a little face in a book, hiding in the pages. It's dead now. It's called a tomb shell. It's still alive, even in death. Confusing thing indeed. Yay! So we're going down here. I'm just going to carry on going down to the bottom. Right, let's go for a shortcut. Do you reckon I can make it, guys? YOLO! Oh no, we did not make it. Oh, what's that? It is a shortcut, look at that. Haha! The soul shriven wins again. Hopefully we didn't need anything back up there. Let's kill this watcher with its own eye.
The Great Eye will probably make me clean it up. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
I need to swap my keen binding for the weapon swap. Let's quickly do that. Where was it? Controls? No, I don't want to use controllers. Weapon swap. I always have it on this. Oh, one sec, it should be on here. Oh, here it is. Nice. There we go. Now I can swap between them. I want to use this thing. Oh my god, what is that? Tentacle attack. Yes.
Wasn't that amazing? I don't understand it either, but like it or not.
Like it or not. Let's go, let's go. Tentacle whip. god, it doesn't stand a chance against me. So that tentacle whip, I think, debuffs the enemies and makes you do more damage. Let's test it out
They
here.
must have gone that way.
Laser beam. Oh yeah, that definitely does more damage. Nice.
Satisfying snack.
A snack indeed.
Remember, Vermina's not alone. Blightcrown and Torvesard are with her.
What costume am I using, Kylo Ren? Thanks for the donation, by the way. What costume do you use to create this look? I've been trying to recreate a size of hand looking character forever, but the armor stations won't let you. Size of hand, sorry. You can get his whole armor set. There are motifs for it. I use some of them on my Khajiit character. So this is a costume though. It's just a dark shaman costume. Acquired through purchase or promotion event. So don't know how easy it is to attain. I think it was like a pre-order thing, I don't know. This is the only DLC I actually didn't pre-order. Well, I got the pre-order, but like the cheapest upgrade version, which was like 25 quid from the link below. So normally I'd get like, you know, all the extra stuff. But I was just like, oh no, it doesn't look that great this year. I mean, some people love the costumes though, so fair enough.
I'm a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Delete it. My guy looks so cool with his armor and stuff.
Cultists are spreading Blightcrown's corruption.
Are they really? Let's have a look. So I've got this new ult that I've not used yet. You ready?
Looks like Vermina brought an army.
Very cool. It gives me a massive shield. You actually have to aim it, yeah. We've leveled up. Take this. All into Magicka for damage while we're leveling. What is this sizzling stuff here? Fire!
Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Laser beam. Look at this. Get wrecked.
Mora, let me aid you.
I just love how it goes through people in like a long line. Just deletes everything.
That portal. Vermina passed through it, mortal. Feel the power of fate.
The power of fate. Okay. Sounds pretty intense, to be honest. Alright, let's go through this portal. See where we end up. Already finished with Diablo 4? Oh no, definitely not. I just wanted to stop to play the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm going back to finish the live streams of the main story and stuff. And my wife is currently playing it, and I'm very jealous.
This place feels ancient. Like no one's been here in an eternity.
Blight and concoction work splendidly. We are hidden, and Mora suffers. Torvesard, take the Dream Prince into the Eye of Mora, and find your memory. I have a final gift to deliver, to the very core of Apocrypha.
Blightcrown! Did he say something about an Eye of Mora?
Ignore Blightcrown. We need to reach Vermina and destroy Shelreni's body.
I see the Eye of Mora above us. That's where we need to go, mortal.
Where? Is that it up there in that big thing? Case? Sneaky, sneaky.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
I will save you, don't worry. Delete us! I'm too powerful for him. So we need to get up there, apparently. A corrupted lurker. Delete. giant laser beam go. The power of knowledge compels you. Bloop. What is this? Nasty stuff. How do we get up there? Oh, Jesus. It's a trap. Wasn't expecting that.
Let me aid you.
Die, die. Do we have to go over there, or... We have to get to the center somehow. It looks like we can just continue on round here. Or do I have to go round? Because that's where we started. I think we have to go round here and then drop off. I've never seen or played this. Is it like Skyrim? It's similar to Skyrim, but it is first and foremost a MMO. If you've ever played like, I don't know, like World of Warcraft or something, do you know like how different it is? YOLO.
Between Vermina's presence and the corruption, my fellow Daedra have turned violent. Well, more violent than usual.
Because they're always violent anyway. Okay, so now how do we get up there? Or do we have to go back round and here? I'm so confused how to get to this middle section. I believe you do need to go this way. We'll find out shortly. Yeah, it's not going to be like Skyrim on the face of it. But they have tried hard to make, like, you know, it feels like an Elder Scrolls game, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of the lore and story is there. But it's just like, you know, it's a mass multiplayer game, so it's never going to be quite the same in that regard. Laser beam! More laser beam! Repositioning that ult, though, is kind of annoying. Can you become a werewolf vampire in this game? Yes, you can. Werewolves are pretty awesome. Vampires, not so cool. Vampires are just like, doesn't feel like... Actually, no, you can become a vampire lord now. They added that. Wait, are you saying that I can't aim down? So if you stand on a hill, I can't aim down? Wow, okay. That seems like a big weakness. I can already foresee ZeniMax nerfing this class quite a bit. You're burning these mobs like nobody's business. I'm a low level though. And also, I think...
Those cultists are in our way. Dispatch them, mortal.
I shall, momentarily. I think that currently this build is probably really easy to get high DPS in PvE. I think in PvP though, it's actually kind of crap because you can just interrupt your main damage ability. Big damage, big damage, big damage. Shield. Big shield. Use my little laser beam. Correct. Use this little rat here. A diseased skeever. Disgusting.
Let me aid you.
Read the lusty Argonian maid. What is this? Samaras Mora's eye? Who's this? Oh, they're enemies. Don't worry.
Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
I will kill them all. They've lined up for me perfectly.
Mortal, we need to talk. Blightcrown's a threat, but Vermina's a prince. We should follow Vermina and Torvesard into the Eye of Mora.
Obviously, what else would I do? What's inside this eye?
I have no clue which memory of Hermaeus Mora this particular eye contains, but we should go in and do what we came here to do. Find Vermina and destroy Master Shelreni's body. Without the protection it provides, Mora should be able to pinpoint her.
I thought you said you no longer were in contact with Embarrass Mora.
You're right. I don't hear the Great Eye. I think that has something to do with Vermina's presence, Blightcrown's corruption, and the rite they completed to enter the realm. It's just a guess, but if we solve one problem, it should help. Now, mortal, step into the Eye of Mora.
Into the eye we go. Is this game easy to get into for a newcomer? It depends what you mean by that. Like, it's kind of easy to like just start doing the quests and get completely overwhelmed and lost in them, and enjoy that aspect of the game. Or there's like end game content, there's PvP content, there's big dungeon raids or group player versus environment content. So it depends what you kind of want to explore in an MMO really, but there's a ton of content to do. So it's just one of those games. There's so much content now that you probably could just play it for the next 5 years without finishing everything, because there's just so much. So is it easy to get into? Yeah, but it depends in what capacity. Into the Eye. Ooh, looks spacey. It's
What
purple.
happened to this memory? It looks more like a dream.
It is a
Or a
dream.
nightmare.
Another Daedric Prince memory? You take me to the nicest places.
This has to be Vermina's fault. Stupid Prince of Dreams.
This memory is mine now, mortal. I have wrapped it in a dream of my own creation.
We need to discuss this, mortal.
We need to discuss this. Momentarily. Just want video subtitles. There we go. Should have put that on yesterday.
Listen carefully, mortal. Vermina's power is limited here. This isn't her realm. It's only due to the necromancy they used on Shelreni's body that she made it this far. She's placed a dream around us, but the true memory is still here.
So how do we find the true memory? Loving the stream, Danny. Have to wait until the 20th for the PlayStation console, unfortunately. What class are you playing at the moment, and how does it feel compared to the other classes that you play? So I have like every single class, and I've recently been playing them a lot in PvP. This new Arcanist class is a lot of fun. It feels very different in the sense that you have a lot of channel-based abilities, so you kind of need to like set them up using the crux and then firing your abilities off to do the most damage. So that new extra layer of gameplay is interesting to me. So I do like that. And it looks cool. I mean, you literally like show people a giant book and it just sprays laser beams into their face. So that's pretty unique. So how do we find the true memory?
Vermina hasn't been in here very long. She didn't have time to craft a perfect dreamscape to hide within. Look for flaws in the illusion, the cracks in the facade.
Is that Himeros Mora out there? What's he doing in here?
We're inside one of the Great Eye's secret memories. That's just an echo of him, part of the memory. Like I said, Vermina's overlay of dream stuff isn't perfect, and we can take advantage of that. Let's see if we can spot any flaws we can exploit.
Maybe Meln's ghost site can help.
Good idea. If you can find the weak points, I can break them open and expose the true memory beneath. Of course, knowing what the Great Eye values, that will probably drive us insane. Took me centuries to recover the last time that happened.
Alright, let's look around. What does he value? Like, why is that weird for you to see?
Once again, Meln to the rescue. When you get close to a flaw, use my ghost sight to spot it.
Very well. Laser beam! Beam of death!
I sense a flaw. Use my ghost sight to reveal it.
Okay, so this is the flaw. What do I do with this? Identify. He points at it?
I've done the unthinkable. Now, I must make sure it cannot be undone.
Interesting.
That was part of the true memory. Find me more flaws to break, mortal.
Laser beam of death. Here's another floor.
I shall divide the only remaining memory of the event, my memory, and hide it in 3 glyphics.
Ah, so
This
he's
must be the memory of when Hermaeus Mora hid the secret the enemy seeks.
obviously. Why else do you think we're here and the enemy's here? What do you think we're doing? Laser beam! Where's the next one there? Oh, is this it? Yes.
The way it began, secured inside the glyphic of hidden paths.
Interesting. Don't really know what he's guessing at in terms of what the hidden paths are yet, though. How do I get to them as well? I've played ESO on Xbox since 2015. The game is basically the only thing I ever play other than the new Diablo and probably Starfield. Starfield, I'm so excited for, man. Ah! Does he yeet you? Get hit by all the books. No! Don't interrupt my eye ability. Take this. Laser beam attack. Man, it does so much damage. I love it. So where are the rest of these memory locations then? Oh, here's one. Just kill this watcher. What the hell is hitting me? Oh, this thing.
The arguments that followed, locked within the glyphic of lost memories.
Lurkers look like Skyrim. Yeah, that's the point. I think the last one's just here. Tentacle whip. How dare you interrupt me. Can't hide from the book.
And with regret, the memory of what I had to do, sealed inside the glyphic of shattered reflections.
Why did he have to do and what did he have to do?
Dare us invade my private memories!
We got what we came here for, Torvesard. This way!
How dare Vermina enter my realm! Find her! Protect the 3 glyphics! Go! And enter the mythos!
The mythos? It's through that door, apparently. Oh, we made it. Let's go, boys.
This is the mythos deep beneath the Icor Sea. Another memory or more of the same?
Let's find out. Ah! Die! Tentacle. Oh, some nice linen breeches. Equip those. So we gotta go around here, apparently. I recently watched your Dragonborn playthrough and you had a lot of game crashes in that stream.
This is the core of Apocrypha. Remember how Torvesard altered a memory and changed the past?
Yes.
The damage they can cause here is enormous.
The Dragonborn mod list wasn't our mod list though, I don't think. I think that was before we made that. I could be wrong. I believe that's going way back. Since now we can automatically install mods for you using Vortex, those issues don't tend to happen anymore, which is nice. But then there is the matter of when you install like hundreds of mods for something, obviously the game becomes more unstable because it wasn't designed to do that. That said, I mean, we've pretty much eliminated all crashes from it since then, but it did take years to do such a thing. Laser beam! Oh, look at that damage. Die!
Mortal, let me aid you.
Let me aid you with what? Who's sending all these flappy books at me? Ah! My god, this place is Lurker Central. Die. The AI mods are freaky. Yeah, I did one recently for Fallout New Vegas. Someone added ChatGPT to it, and it was so weird. Like using the NPC's voices in the game. So clever. Will you ever do the vampire side quest in Skyrim? Yeah, I will. I don't know when though. Who knows? Stop Vermina.
How much longer, Torvesard?
These locks of health are left.
What is that thing? Dreamcarver Shade Sentinel. Alright.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Whatever it is, it seems to be having a little rest.
Fate's mortal. Again. Destroy that light.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Wasn't that amazing?
Attack, tentacle, attack!
Dear mortal, let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Goodness me.
Feel the power of fate.
All these tentacles, I don't know who's the who's. So if we use this, stack up that crux, and then book, magic book, big damage. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad they actually gave this boss HP.
I focused my ghost sight.
Laser beam.
The focus to use my ghost sight. My ghost sight can defeat this enemy.
Okay, we gotta use the ghost sight. I was enjoying not doing damage to it, as weird as that sounds.
Dear mortal, let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Now we do so much more damage, even with no crux. Let's use some crux. Build it up again.
Mortal,
Laser beam. Where's the ghost side?
The great eye. Call on me.
Okay.
Wasn't that amazing?
Wasn't that amazing? I'm so excitable. Is that even on him? No, it's actually missing. There we go. Laser beam! Yeet! Power of the Bible, man.
Let's smite your foe. That was a satisfying smack.
Yeet!
Great eye. Call on me.
Call on me!
Wasn't that amazing?
It was not amazing. After the 8th time you've done it, it is slightly less amazing.
Into the focus to use my ghost sight to strike.
Big damage. Double laser. Oh no, I've sent it the wrong way. Noob. Goodness me. He's a big boy. Look at this knowledge. Die.
Mora, let me aid you.
Is he dead yet? He's on like 1 HP.
But we're so close.
Damn you, Mora! We must slip away while we can, Torvesard.
Oh damn.
The Dreamweaver flees. But what of the Glyphic Vault?
What of it?
Will pay for the damage she has wrought on my realm. Approach, chosen, and hear my words.
Is he blind? What happened to his eye? Why is it not green? What is this? Is this the Glyphic Vault? Dude, this place is awesome.
I shook off the worst effects of Vermina's corrupting presence, but not soon enough. The intruders have fled. But the vault of the Glyphic? You must determine if the secret remains secure.
You hid this dangerous secret in a Glyphic?
Not just any Glyphic. One of 3 primordial Glyphics that in total contain the entirety of the memory I made everyone forget. A memory that, if restored, will destroy reality. Enter the vault. Check on the Glyphic.
What will I find there?
That which I cannot see. The corruption coursing through Apocrypha continues to weaken me. I must do everything I can to maintain a connection to my realm. Enter and examine the Glyphic. I give you permission to gaze upon this portion of the memory.
Here we go. Sounds a bit dangerous though. I survived today's exam after watching ESO playing ESO yesterday. Dude, that means you already knew the information. You didn't need the last day of revision. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you passed, but my god. The risks. The risks. Isn't it dangerous?
It cannot be avoided. Fate's chosen must make sure the Glyphic is secure and the memory intact. We shall talk again when you are done.
What should I do beyond that door?
Examine the Glyphic of hidden paths. It will reveal its portion of the secret to you. Regrettably, there is no other way to determine if the glyphic remains intact. But fate will survive a slight fraying of its fabric. It has to. Now, go.
I'm going. Why is he blind? Is that a bug or
Be
what?
avoided. Fate's chosen.
Can we go inside the glyphic then? Whoa. Wait, I thought I was still in the same
Examine
place.
the glyphic and see how this all began, Chosen.
Okay, so this is going to be... I'm expecting a big plot twist here. The story, memory of what could break Tamriel.
It cannot be avoided.
Okay, goodbye. Stop talking to me. I need to examine this glyphic. He just...
Why have you called us all together, Prince of Fate?
We must deal with this problem, Dreamweaver. I have seen what happens if we do nothing. Already the threads of fate unravel. They have no regard for the chaos they can cause.
Akatosh looking unhealthy.
Ah, that's it! What I needed to spark my memory. I will restore the rest. Lord of Secrets, I will restore it all!
Torvesard. Only one of the unseen could evade my sight here. Chosen, we must speak.
I'm still a bit confused about the plot.
My power remains diminished due to the toxins Periite's followers polluted Apocrypha with. But you helped me break free of the worst of the miasma. You saw the contents of the glyphic of hidden paths, as did Torvesard. I did not expect that.
Does that mean reality is doomed?
Not yet. One thread in the tapestry snapped, but two more remain. If you can keep my enemies from unsealing the final two glyphics, there is still a chance to preserve Apocrypha and the rest of reality. You saw how this began. The Great Omission.
You called Torvesard one of the unseen. What does that mean?
Just something from very long ago. Something I did not expect to encounter ever again. It is not important. Not yet. Right now, fate requires a champion, mortal.
What do you need me to do?
Do as you have done. Follow your heart. Return to Laramil. Consult with her. Defeat those who oppose us. You will know the best course of action when fate requires it. Now, I must conserve my strength. Apocrypha is under attack and I feel its pain. Leave this memory, mortal. Take the portal and return to your allies in Cypher's Midden.
Indeed. We still didn't... That memory didn't answer the questions I hoped it would. But we know Akatosh was there. He hasn't even been mentioned yet. Is ESO still sponsored by G Fuel? No, not anymore. But I do still drink it. In yesterday's video, I was actually drinking protein shake, though, in a G Fuel cup. But I still like my PewDiePie G Fuel cup. And I do still drink G Fuel, because, you know, I wasn't kidding when I was sponsored by them, that I do actually enjoy G Fuel. And they sent me tons of free products, so I have, like, loads of it left. And I still drink that now and again. Especially the caffeine-free hydration one. But also, I've now got into real coffee, and that's also really good. So that's like, my caffeine cap is like that, to be honest. But G Fuel, still very nice, the hydration versions. But yeah, not sponsored anymore, so I don't think my code works anymore, unfortunately. If it does, let me know. Yeah, I've essentially got like a lifetime supply of G Fuel, which is great. Oh dear.
Fate's Chosen returns. I am eager to hear what happened, Proxy.
Let me
I
fill you
have
in.
recovered, Proxy. Now tell me, what occurred after we parted ways in the infinite Panopticon?
We freed Himeris Mora from Vermina's dream, but Torvesard recovered part of the memory.
Part of the memory has been remembered, but reality has not unraveled. So we must still have time to make this right. Vermina and her allies continue to assault Apocrypha, but freeing Himeris Mora was a victory. Well done. This is for you, Proxy.
Give him some body pain? Nice.
Secret and forbidden knowledge. Something so terrible that Himeris Mora wiped the very memory of it from all existence. But now Torvesard has plucked a thin sliver from the darkness, urging us to remember. Though it pains me, we cannot allow that.
Himeris Mora sent me to check on the glyph that's held the first part of memory. I saw it too.
You did? I am unsure how I feel about that. I want to ask you 1,000 questions, but the corruption plaguing Apocrypha grows worse with every passing moment, and Vermina still roams free. I am torn as what to do.
The rest of the forgotten memory is contained in 2 more glyphs.
An opportunity, perhaps?
Indeed.
It shall take Vermina time to locate the remaining glyphics. That gives us a chance to end the corruption and restore Himeris Mora's power. Are you willing to hunt down Blightcrown while I try to locate Vermina?
I'll help.
What started in the Panopticon has spread beyond into other parts of Apocrypha. Gadain and I have seen its effects here among the stacks. While you investigate the corruption in Cypher's Midden, I shall try to determine where to find Vermina.
Ah, Sean. Yeah, so Peria also takes the form of a green dragon. I think that was him in the glyphic and not Akatosh. Yeah, because it did look like a really skinny, unhealthy looking dragon, so that would make a lot of sense. Why would they choose him to take the form of a dragon? It's quite confusing. There are other natural forms of caffeine. Oh yeah, like coffee is pretty natural. I mean, and also I like tea as well. I'm British, so I've also drunk a lot of tea my whole life. I made a character who has all your builds in Skyrim at once. You're the true OG Dovahkiin, dude. That sounds insane. I want to see that. That must be pretty funny. No one's ever done that. That's great. I've never heard of anyone who's done that before. Just took all the builds and made it into one. So you could just play the game however you want it. That's quite funny. What do we know about this corruption?
We know it is a vile combination of dream and disease, developed by Blightcrown from concepts provided by Vermina and Periite. Master Shelreni helped to perfect it, and her rite increased its strength. It hides Vermina and weakens Himeris Mora.
Does it do anything else?
As we have seen, it drives the inhabitants of Apocrypha mad, and turns even allied Daedra violent. Scroot could sense the agony of the realm back on Nairn. Here, I fear she may eventually succumb as the other natives have. Even I am not immune.
Do you think I'm in danger? I only care about myself, apparently.
No. Despite your status as Fate's proxy, you seem resistant. Now,
Classic.
Explore Cypher's Midden, and try to track down Blightcrown, or determine how the affliction spreads. I shall attempt to locate Vermina.
Good. Alright, so...
I'll go with you. It's not like I have anywhere else to be.
Even though I know he's in my soul gem, it always creeps me out, like, where he is. Oh! Our first clue.
The Daedra never bothered us before. The Great Eye always told us we were safe here. But that seeker, there was madness in its eyes. Open sores, a smell of disease, and the screeching. It was awful.
Oh damn, so they're getting attacked in the village.
Poor Hulnan. The seeker just swooped in, struck him down, flew off. They've never attacked the settlement before.
You just said. Corrupted residue.
It rushed to attack and then just froze in place. I think it's sick.
Better kill it just in case. Can't take that risk.
One of Blightcrown's sensors. And not even hidden. Destroy it.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Lol.
Let's return to Leramil's study and tell her what we found.
He's really been getting around if he's deployed them all over the town that our base of operations is also in.
Friend, the corruption has gotten worse. See to Scroot while I do what I can for Leramil.
Lol, Scroot looks dead. Give it some bread.
Flee, mortal. The pain overwhelms me. Soon I won't be able to tell friend from foe.
Oh no.
And my many beguiling eyes, each blinks out and goes dark in turn. Soon I'll be totally blind.
What can I do to help?
I don't know. But the pain and the blindness... Is this what caused the Great Eye to disconnect from his realm? To allow Vermina's dream to envelop him in order to escape the suffering? You don't suppose she has a dream for me, do you?
Gaydon's a monk. Maybe he'll come up with something.
The other mortal? Oh, to have my fate rest in such fragile hands. Really, you should go. Apocrypha is no longer safe, and I don't want to hurt you. Wait. A barely perceptible ripple in the threads. Someone approaches.
Who's coming?
Your allies suffer needlessly, mortal. Allow me to aid them.
This affliction is beyond my skills, friend. See what the Dremora has to offer.
What are you offering, Mr. Dremora? Why are you so tall?
Vermina and Periite have gone too far with their corruption. It works its way into the very fabric of Apocrypha. You only need to look to your two allies to see the harm it causes. I can ease their suffering, mortal.
You've been working with Vermina and Periite the whole time. Why should I trust anything you say? Always go the opposite way of what the Daedra says, in my opinion.
It was an alliance of necessity. I needed their assistance to recover that which was taken from us in ancient times. Hermaeus Mora did what he thought right, as have I. I have no desire to punish him for following his nature.
So, what exactly are you offering?
I know where to find Blightcrown, so that you can stop him before he does irreparable damage to this realm. And I can show you where Vermina has gone. I no longer care to share the ancient memory with her, or Periite.
Why would you help me after all of this, and why would you betray them?
Because I also require help. I offer a trade, an end to this assault on Apocrypha, for the assistance of Fate's Chosen. Decide, mortal. Blightcrown even now works his way toward the core of this realm. Soon it will be too late to reverse the damage.
Alright, I don't have a choice, so tell me where to find Blightcrown.
I will mark a location on your map. Here we can open a path to the place Hermaeus Mora calls the Mythos. Not to a memory this time, but to the here and now. Then you can stop Blightcrown before the corruption becomes irreversible.
What do you mean by open a path?
It will take all of us to reach the Mythos.
Jesus Christ.
Allow me to ease the suffering of your allies.
I can see again!
Go, Proxy. I shall join you at the location.
I assume it's through here? Is it through here? Or do I have to walk there? I see.
Right?
Yeah, Ebo, people don't know that ZeniMax is the parent company that was brought by Xbox. So now Xbox owns ZeniMax, and ZeniMax is an umbrella company that owns Bethesda Softworks. And ZeniMax work on the Elder Scrolls Online, separate teams to Bethesda, who also have multiple different studios within their company, some of which are working on the Elder Scrolls 6, which is in pre-development, Starfield, which is now in the last phase, obviously before release, and you've also got another team, Arcane Studios, working on games like Redfall and Dishonored and Prey, even though Prey is published by Bethesda, because Bethesda owns that company. It's quite confusing for people to understand the hierarchy of the company structure. I guess it's not really, you just see Bethesda on the publishing label, you know, that's kind of makes sense where people get confused, I guess. Okay, so we've got to go over here. Let's go on the way shrine. It's a big ass way shrine, this one, isn't it? They've increased the size by 10 times. Well, I'm installing it. Awesome, man. Do you mean the Elder Scrolls Online you're installing? I'm gonna go for this way shrine first. Take my slow ass horse over there. Do you have any more plans to play some free quest mods in Skyrim? Sorry, I missed your question earlier, by the way. I mean, I'm always up for free quest mods. It depends how good they are, right? Like, I'm always keen to play them, especially if people link me them and they're interesting and I've got time to play them. So if you've got any ideas, shoot me a tweet with a quest mod and like a link to it on Nexus. And if it looks good, then I'll probably check it out. Depends if I have time though, so yeah, reminders help. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Let me climb up here. Potentially. The slowest horse ever. I'm swimming in this green filth. These are faster than the horses in Skyrim. Dude, the horses in Skyrim are slower than, like, jogging. Oh my god. It's like, what's the point in even, like, mounting a horse? I don't know, maybe they didn't want to make them too fast because they thought, like, the game would not render that quickly or something, so I had to slow them down. There are mods that, like, increase the horse speed, though. To the eye of Sauron. I don't think Microsoft's to blame on some of these fronts. Oof. Oh, is this it?
Torvesard spoke true. We can reach the mythos from here. But first, we must align the threads of fate.
Let's go.
Assist me, Proxy. I can align the threads through your capacity as fate's chosen. Touch each thread in turn.
This guy looks very cool right now.
Mortals manipulating the very strands of fate. How unlike Hermaeus Mora to put such power in your hands. He must be truly desperate to keep us in the dark concerning the crimes he perpetrated so long ago.
If we're going to help each other, I need to know what you're really after.
I assumed my intentions were quite clear. I seek to restore that which was wiped from existence in the ancient past by Hermaeus Mora. The memories that I only suspected were real because of the dream that haunted me.
Why did you think this dream was so important?
Because Daedra do not normally dream, and this one was relentless, recurring night after night. A vision of a statue of Vermina and the ever-present gaze of Hermaeus Mora. I originally sought out the Prince of Dreams' help to make sense of it all.
So that's how you got involved with Vermina and the Hidden Kindreds?
Obviously. But all Vermina was able to do was determine that she and Periite shared the barest recollection of the same memory. That knowledge bound us together. We pooled our resources and plan to recover the stolen memory from Apocrypha.
But who are you? You have no clan, and Himeris Mora called you one of the unseen.
I cannot answer those questions. I have no memory of life before I lost my clan. I don't even know where I originally came from. A part of my past is missing. A part of me. And I won't rest until I recover it. Some memory returns, but not enough.
What the hell am I doing? Oh, just did the moonwalk there, the Michael Jackson moonwalk. Align.
Fate shifts in our direction. Good.
ZeniMax made Bethesda rush Fallout 76. I feel like Fallout 76, back when it first launched, was a catalogue of failures, to be honest. Lots of things went wrong. Not just the rushing of it, which was clearly evident, yeah.
Nicely done. Now let's return to Laravel and see if everything aligned correctly.
But we also had things like, yeah, no, it's interesting. Adding like a battle royale to the game kind of gives you an idea of where they were at with just trying to do what was popular. Like back then, every single gaming company was like, let's make a battle royale game because it's really popular right now. Not really thinking that it takes a long time to make. So they added this battle royale sort of mode into Fallout 76, thinking it would be popular. I mean, I think it had some returning players, but obviously didn't catch on compared to, like, you know, Warzone adding that and then it becoming its own franchise. It was just like a real massive misdirection by what the company should have been doing. You know, and we'll see that when Starfield comes out. I guarantee that game will be super popular because Bethesda are great at making single-player games. It's kind of like, you know, if I was to be like, if I was to start making first-person shooter videos on my roleplay game guide channel, it's something I know nothing. Well, I do play some competitive FPS games. I know a bit about it. I've got friends who are good at the games, but like compared to what I'm actually good at, which is making guides, playing RPG games, and, you know, entertaining you guys. Hopefully, I'm good at that. But that's my focus, right? That's what I've like kind of specialized in. So if I start doing all this other stuff which isn't relevant to that stuff, then obviously I'm going to be worse at it. So it just seems weird, you know, that they take these kind of directions. And the same thing happened with Redfall, right? Like that game obviously got really bad reviews. It felt like it could have been a lot better in many ways. I think the problem is that look at Arcane Studio history of games, right? Prey, one of the best games I've played. One of Dishonored 1 and 2, also incredibly unique, amazing level design, really unique concepts in video game design that push the envelope of what is capable in design. So this is a company that's renowned for doing that, great level design and so on. And then Redfall was clearly it was clearly a punt at trying to make a multiplayer online co-op looter shooter that again is more like trending as a popular niche in gaming. So they wanted to get in that popular crowd, but they used a studio that specializes in something else entirely to get them to do something that's like chasing this weird hype train that isn't even that popular anymore, because it still takes the studio like 5 years to make it. And they end up doing that, and then, you know, obviously it doesn't work out very well because it's Arcane's first go at like a proper multiplayer game. Obviously we saw Deathloop, which did have multiplayer, but it wasn't like a co-op shooter, which is a completely different thing. Deathloop was still really unique and interesting and exciting to me because it was like an Arcane game at its core, and the gameplay was, even though it had the fun PvP section, which I also had fun in. But, you know, you're taking studios that don't make multiplayer games, forcing them to make multiplayer games because of some trend or something you think is going to sell better, and it just shows how some of these companies have no idea what their audience and what the gamers actually want to see from them, you know? And when, you know, so that's why I say with Starfield, I've got a lot of hope for that game. I've heard good things, but also it's what Bethesda is known to be very good at, and they're doing that again, and it's just in a sci-fi universe. Even though my personal thing is like fantasy, you know, I still know that it's going to be decent because it's everything that Bethesda's good at. So that's why I think that this will be a good game, a good Bethesda game, and I'm pretty confident about it. Obviously, yes, it's going to release, it's going to be an open world Bethesda game. It'll have bugs, but like the core gameplay element is going to be there. And 76, yeah, had just a lot of things distracting from it. A lot of, you know, it felt like a Bethesda game, but without all the soul when it first released. I haven't played it since, so I can't talk about it, what it's like now, several years later. But it was also made by a different studio with, you know, like, there's always stories behind these things as to why they fail, you know, but we don't see that. That's not really communicated to us as the viewers. But Todd Howard even said, like, you know, disappointed fans with that game. I just think it's a very interesting topic to me. But often that there is a legit reason why internally these things happen, and it's kind of from our outset, us as the outliers, it doesn't make a lot of sense because we know what the community loves, and I, as a content creator, listen to you guys, the community, every single day. I can see what is doing well, what's doing badly across multiple games, not just Bethesda. So then, obviously, when they come out with like, oh, we're doing this, everyone's surprised, you know? Like, look at when they released the Diablo Immortal game on mobile, right? Like, everyone's like, what? Like, your whole fan base is like, loves PC. It's just on mobile. You know, so out of touch. Obviously, though, there's a lot of money on mobile games, and that's what they wanted to get, you know? And they made tons of money from that game, so clearly it worked out for them. Do you get sponsored to do this? What? Play Elder Scrolls Online? No, I don't. I had to buy the game. I actually got sent a key today from someone I know who works at Bethesda that is a really nice guy. But my contact with Bethesda has pretty much been nothing over the last years since Fallout 76. So yeah, honestly, no, I don't get sponsored to talk about the games openly and stuff like that. Sometimes they get an awesome opportunity to work closely with a developer and they sponsor me to play something, but I usually only do that on games I really am passionate about if it's like a dedicated video on a game. Like for example, Hogwarts Legacy, Warner Brothers sponsored me to do that. I was really excited for it, so I covered that in depth. Atomic Heart, it was like a Fallout-esque game that looked really weird, so they sponsored me to cover that. So, and again, like, you know, I think that's where I enjoy working with these companies, you know, when I can do sponsored content on games that I really am excited about. Many companies are moving to PC from mobile. Everyone has a phone, not everyone has a PC. Yeah, 100%. It makes sense. Mobile games makes a lot of money, but the problem with it is how do you communicate to the fan base that is all on PC and console, which is where the majority of them are, that this game isn't going to have tons of microtransactions to be paid to win, so it isn't like sort of dead on release. Like for example, Elder Scrolls Blades, don't know how that game is actually doing, but if you look at Fallout Shelter, that was on like the top of the charts for ages. It's a game that doesn't force the microtransactions down your throat, whereas the Elder Scrolls Blades was a bit more like, it had the loot chest, the timers, all those staples of mobile phone games. And I'm just like, oh, I just want to play the game, and that's not what a game is to me. So I think the microtransactions for me on mobile games are the sticking point. I don't want to be like mugged off with like paying for everything to progress the game, you know? And I think everyone's on the same fence about that. But again, they make loads of money, so, you know, business decision makes a lot of sense, can't fault that. How did Hogwarts Legacy sponsor you for so many different videos? You definitely earned like 100,000 for those videos. No, I did not. So what I did, if you're a YouTube content creator, by the way, this is good advice for anyone watching. So I approach these companies and I say, hey, I'm really excited about your game. In this case, Warner Brothers. So I said, I will just make tons of content about it because I'm really excited about it. And you can pay me a CPM deal per amount of views up to like a limit. So the limit was not 100k, it was a fraction of that, sadly. But they got like I think it was over 15 million views in 30 days. Now it's at like, I think it's at like 50 million or even more now. I did the same thing with Atomic Heart as well. So they got massive value for money out of me, but the return was that I got to play a game I was really passionate about and make guides on it and actually get paid to do it. So I could spend tons of time doing that content, knowing that I would get some money out of it, which was nice because you guys enjoyed it, I really enjoyed it, and they made, I mean, they got a really good deal out of it. Like the average seat, like if I got paid for every view I got, then oh my god, I could just like not work this year. Do you know what I mean? Obviously I wouldn't do that because I do this as a passion hobby, but you know, that's just how it works, you know. So that's some good advice there. If you can do that.
Help me align the portal, Proxy.
Sorry for the massive tangent, by the way.
The way into the mythos is open.
Chosen of fate, speak with me.
What do you think of the Harry Potter movies? Oh, I love them. And I wish Fantastic Beasts was more popular. I think it's a much darker twist on a more adult wizarding world. And I think it's underrated.
The corruption wreaks havoc with my realm, Chosen. Any relief I experienced after breaking free of Vermina's dream has left me. My connection to Apocrypha grows ever more tenuous, and the vile poison debilitates me.
The Great Eye is blind? Oh, so he actually is blind.
Eye is blind.
Is there anything I can do? Like, I've got some, what are those eye drop things?
While Vermina hides from me, I glimpsed Periax's lapdog break into the mythos before my sight faded. He spreads corruption into the realm's foundation. As Apocrypha succumbs, the realm will crumble. Such destruction will ripple throughout reality.
We were both about to enter the mythos to deal with Blightcrown.
Good. Once inside, you will be my eyes. I will not be able to assist you directly, nor show you where to find the invaders.
Torvesard says he can help us with that.
Torvesard. Of course. The unseen. I cannot sense his presence. The black book you carry. Use it if you need my strength. Just do not look directly into the pages. Even Fate's Chosen can be harmed by the briefest of exposures to forbidden knowledge.
I'll remember that. Though I will look directly and intently at the pages.
I call forth all whose fates are intertwined with yours, Chosen. Only together can you save reality.
Have I
Let's go.
mentioned how much I detest teleportation?
Here we go. What's your favorite Daedric Prince? Oh, it's a good question. I think Mora is probably one of the more interesting ones to me, because he allies with mortals. This has been an interesting DLC because Mora as a Daedric Prince is a bit deeper compared to some of the other Daedric Princes. Like, he doesn't just want to Maroonus Dagon destroy everything.
Deal with them while I locate the glyphics.
Oh, my many factories of corruption will keep them busy, Prince Vermina.
Disable Blightcrown's manufactories, and the corruption will dissipate. Just shatter the dream crystal that binds them to the mythos. Save Apocrypha while I pursue Vermina.
Come, Gadain. We'll take the west portal and leave the east to Laramil and Fate's Chosen.
Good thinking, Scroot. This way, Proxy.
Stop calling me Proxy. Seems so demeaning. Who's the most powerful? I mean, that's up for debate. At which point in history?
The
First
mythos
era?
appears endless, but I sense a huge concentration of corruption to the right.
I really want his armor.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Look at their armor. This guy here, it looks very cool. Delete it.
The current state shall revitalize you.
Die. And they're both fighting each other. No! Ah! This thing always duplicates itself and I just delete everyone. What is that? An ogre brute. It's got smelly ogres in here. Yo! Get deleted.
Is not the mythos magnificent, Proxy? What I would give to better explore this place.
I hope they create a DLC with the Adric Princess. I mean, that would be interesting. I don't think they will, though. I think they're keeping it quite simple to what everyone knows. Oh, look, it's just like a cancerous giant. Delete. Hyper beam, go.
That looks like a dream crystal. Destroy it.
Destroy it. Cast it into the fire.
Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy.
Oh, it's still spawning stuff, okay. These rats don't stand a chance against Hyper Beam. Is that troll healing this troll? How? Very mysterious. Destroy the corruption.
This edifice of corruption has been dealt with. Let us traverse to the western side.
Yeah, if you want to start out, I would suggest grabbing the Elder Scrolls Online base game from the link in the description.
Blightcrown must have shattered the path.
You can get it for like under $10, I think, or something ridiculously cheap.
Simple enough to rectify.
Spicy.
That took more out of me than I expected. Follow the path, Proxy. I sense something has gone awry.
We'll see, we'll see. Such a cool area, like, look at this. Level design unhinged.
Lyramil can't keep pushing herself like that. The corruption is wearing her down.
No, not necessarily. More like Bol, just because he's the Lord of Domination. He's also the Lord of Scheme and Plots.
Here comes Fate's Chosen. Probably going to gloat.
Over here. We could use some help.
Don't worry, I will protect you from these tiny spiders. Are you done? He's just going to chill here forever now, I guess. Oh no, there's another thing. Defend your allies. Laser beam. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at that! Oh, that's disgusting. It's the first time I've seen one of these things. Yo, look at that. That's weird. Who made this? It's so strange. This is actual nightmare. Gonna have to show it the lusty Argonian Bade. Laser beam. It's turning blue. Where's your ghost sight, bro? Here it is.
My ghost sight can defeat this enemy.
My laser beam can too.
You showed up. We were set upon as soon as we arrived.
We never reached the manufactory. The way is blocked. Let me summon a portal.
It dies like a spider.
Ugh, I'm exhausted. Here comes Laramil. You and Gadain go on ahead. I'll stay with her.
Stay safe, Proxy. And you too, Gadain.
Laramil, when this is over...
Now is not the time, Gadain. Go.
If you get the deluxe edition, though, you get all the previous expansions and the DLC. And you can subscribe for that, even. Probably the best way to go if you have money. But obviously...
Behold, the very heart of the mythos. Just looking at it makes my head spin.
Laramil's amulet will protect us both.
Is that all you do? You just stand there and channel healing spells? Die!
Get closer to me, friend.
Jumping through portals, mate.
You already destroyed one of these manufactories? Then you know what to look for.
Indeed. So I can level up the skill. Beam duration is increased, automatically follows the initial target and searches for new targets. Also applies a snare to enemies hit and damage increases over time. Magic damage to enemies within 5 meters. I need to look into what these do. Chakram shards. Carve the runes of Blind Man to call forth spinning mystical discs surround you and up to 4 allies in front of you, granting a shield that absorbs damage. That's pretty good. I want Fate Weaver's armor. I've unlocked that. Let's go for this. Ooh, it actually changes the effects. I like that. Delete. With that debuff, it does even more power. I love it. You're relentless, aren't you? Have a laser beam of death. Another laser beam of death.
Enter the focus. Use my ghost sight to strike true.
Where is your ghost sight at? There it is. Alright, so we gotta go... Oh, we gotta go up here.
Stand close and let me shield you.
Shut up, I can shield myself, you fool. Where does this go? Enemies. Heat. Arcanist attacks. We got too close to the book. Instant death. Oh my god, is this where we have to go? Look at this. It's like the ultimate roller coaster ride. Nightbot loves it, he can't get enough.
Laramil's amulet to protect us both.
Die. I love the mix of Apocrypha but with disease.
Get closer to me, friend.
I don't need you, you fool. I have the Book of Power. I can just summon laser
My
beams.
ancestors. That's horrible.
It's pretty
Stand
grim.
close and let me shield you.
Are you shielding me? That's pretty effective, actually. Laser beam. Die.
Leromil's gift protects us both.
You keep saying that. I'm impressed, I guess. Are you impressed by my book of power? Knowledge. Knowledge attack. Laser beam. Knowledge. It looks so funny. I love it. Let's destroy this.
Nicely done. But don't get complacent. I sense another of these vile contraptions nearby.
How vile. They're using goo to defend it, so I think we have nothing to worry about, really. Let's claim our rewards. Glyph of Hardening. Take one of those.
Are we done? No? Alright, I'm right behind you. Stand close and let me shield you.
Necrom only gives you chapters, aka expansions, and Deluxe only adds pets and stuff, not DLCs. You only get the quarterly DLC from subbing to ESO Plus. Isn't there like I think you can get like an Ultimate Edition that has like all the previous chapters? Or at least maybe they didn't do that anymore. I thought there was that option. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, Epic Nate is great, dude. He makes some fantastic lore videos. We had a sit down chat once. Really nice guy. He's a real like history buff as well. He like knows his stuff. He was like the history lore person in the Elder Scrolls, which I love it. I think like people like this who, you know, we've got Fudge Muppet, Camelworks. There's a guy whose name begins with an A. All really good lore people for the Elder Scrolls series.
Blightcrown. Time to end that plague dog, I think.
Come, fool of... Not feeling well, chosen.
Ooh.
Blightcrown, Leromil's amulet can protect us both.
Where's he gone? You're hiding, huh? Hide from this! Laser beam! Where you going, huh? Don't run away from me, you fool. Die! He can't handle the lusty Argonian maid.
Get closer to me, friend.
I don't want to go near you, fool. Predictable. I knew you would summon yourself there. What are these weird green things coming at me? I don't like it. Get away from me. Die! I'm too powerful. Like, what is this? You just threaten people with a lusty Argonian maid and then summon multiple laser beams.
I need power! What do? Why?
You've turned into a troll. That's just embarrassing. You'd be embarrassed, you fool. Keep lining up your rats so I can kill them one by one. Thank you very much.
Leromil's gift protects us both.
No, it only protects you because you don't stand near me. You expect me to come to you, which isn't going to happen. Laser beam. You're just standing on the spot. Come on, protect us. I need your help. Is he dead? He's dead. We're on our own, boys. Let's shield up. Laser beam! Ah! Look at that, I'm tickling his sack. Can't do anything against me. A slight breeze for him. whip him with the tentacles. I thought I had a restoration star from that second skill line. I did not, I lied.
No!
Must what? Knowledge! He almost survived the lusty Argonian maid, I can't believe it.
Well
Die!
done. Of course, it may take a week of hot baths to get a stink off you.
One smelly troll down. Yes, look at this beautiful boss arena as well. Very cool.
The threads of fate converge ahead of you, Proxy. Now is the moment for which the one who knows selected you. You must face Vermina alone. Gidane will be no use, and Scrooge and I still suffer from the effects of the lingering corruption.
Do you really think I can face her alone? A Daedric prince? Easy, let's go.
Hermaeus Mora believes you can save Apocrypha, and I have no reason to doubt him. Besides, I have seen you accomplish amazing things, and you carry the Black Book. Just remember, you must destroy the shell she wears to remove her protective spells.
Should I leave Meln's gem behind? Yeah, just in case.
Magister Meln. I had almost forgotten about him.
Rip.
No. Keep the soul gem with you. While the rest of us might not be in any condition to assist you, having the power of a Telvanni Magister in your pocket could be the edge you need to defeat Vermina.
Pocket rocket.
I'll never understand why I waited until I was dead to face a Daedric prince. Oh, I know. Because it's the stupidest thing I've ever done. But have no fear. I'll go with you. I've stood beside you this long. What's one more epic battle?
Are you certain? You give your gem to Geldin or Lamel?
As tempting as it sounds, no. I'll see this through. You're going to need the skill of a Telvanni Magister to win this battle. And you're carrying my Black Book. If you need to use it, I can help with that. Face it, you're stuck with me.
Laramil and I used every resource at our disposal to find Vermina. This portal should get you close, but maybe not too close.
Classic.
A word of caution, mortal? The Dreamweaver is a nasty prince. She'll scramble your mind before she destroys your body.
How are you feeling?
Are you asking me about my current state of existence? No one has ever done that before. Interesting. Laramil and I will continue to feel weak and tired until the corruption fully dissipates. But the manufactory is destroyed, we'll recover in time.
Any advice before I go and face a Daedric prince?
Nothing springs immediately to mind. But I can feel the fabric of fate churning like a storm-racked sea. Something major will be decided here. Something significant. Try not to muck it up, mortal.
Okay, fair. See you later, boys.
The power I sense up ahead. It must be Vermina.
Torvesard tells me fate chose you. Well, he chose me. Time to die, mortal.
What is this tower? Dude, this looks sick. I need Camelworks to come in here and explain this to me. Like, what is this tower? Is really channeling energy from Apocrypha somewhere. The whole realm looks like it's getting destroyed by that. The dream world and Apocrypha having some weird interaction. What does this have to do with Periites? Yo, okay. Oh! It was a trap! She got me! The oldest trick in the book! I don't believe it! It was a fake ground. Man. I'm gonna have to whip her with my tentacles now.
While I wear Shelreni's mortal shell, Mora cannot fight. Let me end your suffering.
What did she just do? What did she summon something? Hyper Beam, go! I'm going to read her the last pages of the Lusty Argonian. What is that? You have Hyper Beam too? What the hell? Oh my god. I need to heal myself. I'm shield up. Hyper Beam!
You cannot resist. You cannot resist.
Oh my god, look.
Power.
She fires out of her mouth, guys? We need to watch closely when she does that again.
It's like sweet
My ghost
wine.
sight grows more powerful with each nightmare you destroy.
Stop that. Ah! Oh my god, stop that.
Step in, try my ghost sight to attack with precision.
Jesus Christ, where's your ghost sign? I'm being laser beamed to death. That's a lot of lasers. Holy moly, we're gonna draw a pentagram.
Focus point.
Because that's the focus point. There's like 8
My
laser
ghost
beams.
sight can defeat this enemy.
Kill the laser beams, guys. Luckily I have a massive laser beam myself. Whose laser beam is stronger? Oh my god, they're all screaming and dying. I want to see her do the laser
grant
beam.
your dreams
Look at her.
or feed your nightmares.
Magic powers. Come at me, wizard. Oof.
I will regain what fate took from. Now you die.
She looks so cool when she does that, like, she's like... laser beams you. Impressive. But how about this? Double laser beam. The only bad thing about this ult is people moving out of the way. I need the ghost sight.
My ghost sight.
There it is.
Try my ghost sight to attack with precision.
I'm using your ghost sight. What else would I be doing with ghost sight? Get wrecked. Oh, she got me. She tripped me up. You ready? I'm gonna delete her. Delete us! Oh my god, it's a laser beam battle. It's a proper wizard's duel. She won the wizard's battle. I could have moved, but I just thought it would be fun to stay there.
Well, he
She doesn't know where I am. Okay, we'll kill her this time. Let's go.
While I wear Shelreni's mortal shell, Mora cannot find me. You must face me alone, mortal.
Do not fear, I will defeat you. Give me your ghost sight, brother.
Step into the focus to use my ghost sight to strike true.
I'm using it. There we go. Let's go. Everyone dies. Get wrecked. Die. Oh my god, she's going crazy now. Resummoning the laser beams.
Enter the focus point. Apply my ghost sight to attack with precision.
She spams this ability, doesn't she? Die. Come at me. Come on, I'll wait for her to teleport and I'll use my little slimy tentacle on her. She'll be defenseless. I'll max out our cruxes. Ah! Come at me. What are you waiting for, huh? I'll delete you then. Oh my god, take damage. Ow. She seems to be stuck. not resisting me. He's just auto-attacking me.
You cannot
Ah!
resist my power.
We'll see about that. Caught me by surprise there, but try resisting this.
You destroyed my mortal shell. Now face a true nightmare.
We're safe. Let's leave. I'm getting out of here. I didn't sign up for that. Look at that. That is nasty. I didn't know she was going to have another phase. Look at her. That thing is pure evil. Why is it twitching like that? It's smiling at me. We must kill this thing. Banish it from existence. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ah! Huh? I think fire is super effective against it. Oh my god, it does squeaking.
Without Shelreni's body,
What?
Vermina takes on more nightmarish form.
My goodness. This is nightmarish for sure. I have nightmares about this. Like, my god. Calm down, Zenimax.
What nightmare can I draw? Your nightmare will never end.
Nightmares aren't real.
Nightmares aren't real. This is pretty real! I don't know! I'm disagreeing. Laser beam. Oh yeah, boy.
What nightmare can I draw?
Defeat this enemy.
She will get defeated. Oh my god. Die!
What nightmare can I draw from your darkest dreams?
This got me
Like my nightmares, face me in my
good. We're out of options. Use the black book.
Holy moly, this is cool. I think I'll take my time. Damn! Look at that. She looks awesome. They really did a sick job making Vermina look incredible. I really want that helmet. Please tell me we get that when we kill her. Oh my god, she floats as well. She's just that cool. Damn. This is pretty damn epic. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I'll use it when I feel like it. You ready? We're gonna black book her. Sounds weird, right?
My shrinkage can't harm me!
No, but it helped me locate a loathsome intruder.
Elias Mora has found me! No!
I am here, Chosen. Unleash my power as you will.
Unleash away. Unleash away. Let's go.
Again, together we'll expel this common thing.
Oh my god, I'm powering up. I'm going to show her the lusty Argonian page. Oh my god.
Vermina has been cast out, and Periite's contamination wanes. Well done, Chosen.
Damn, that was
Now,
insane.
Enter the second vault, and make sure the glyphic is secure.
It's not secure. I reckon Daedric boy went and stole it already. Where's the vault at? Holy moly, that was cool. Is this the vault? Just a bunch of mushrooms in. Oh, it's through here, okay. Didn't realize I had to walk through a force field.
And now our deal is done, mortal. I helped you save Apocrypha, and you helped me enter this vault. I will unlock this glyphic and recover the second part of the lost memory.
Surprise, surprise.
Torvesard! He fooled us both, Chosen.
Not me.
Emerge from the mythos and speak with me.
Where are you? You creep me out when you speak and you're not here. Emerge from the mythos.
We must discuss what happened, Chosen.
Let's discuss.
Periite's plague dog defeated. Vermina expelled. You did well, mortal. Fate chose wisely when it selected you to aid me.
But Torvesard acquired the second glyph. He can escape with it.
What has occurred is what was meant to be. All the potential futures coalesced into a single point in time to render a moment in fate absolute. It was inevitable. Torvesard has the ability to avoid detection, even from my all-seeing gaze.
How convenient. What kind of Dremora is Torvesard?
For one who knows everything, I can only speculate. Odd. I find that refreshing. It relates to the forgotten memory. But unless I look into the glyphics, those details are lost. Even to me.
So what now, Mora?
Now, I must restore my realm. The hidden kindred linger, but without leaders, they are merely a nuisance. You, however, are still Fate's chosen. Return to your allies in Cypher's Midden. When the time comes, you will find Torvesard and deal with him.
Alright, I'll return to Cypher's Midden. So she got a dose of the one-eyed monster. God.
Do not despair, Chosen. Through your efforts, the lost memory was denied Vermina and Periite, thus preserving reality. That Torvesard saw part of the secret is regrettable, but not catastrophic. Now, return to Laramil's study in Cypher's Midden.
I thought you chose me to stop this from happening. Well, I mean, we did stop Vimera from taking over his entire realm, and that's what he wanted to stop. The part about the Dremora seeing the secret memory, though, is a knock-on effect we couldn't stop.
Fate selected you to save Apocrypha and preserve reality. You have accomplished all that and more. Destiny followed the exact path that I foretold. But we are not yet done. You have more to do before our contract is fulfilled.
But if Torvesard and I saw part of the secret, why isn't reality unraveling? Did you lie to me?
The Prince of Fate does not lie.
Disgusting.
Two beings now remember a small part of a greater whole. There is still time and opportunity to correct this before the memory spreads.
Isn't even two people with the knowledge just dangerous?
Danger exists in every corner of Fate, Chosen. Such is the nature of existence. But the entirety of what was hidden in the distant past remains sealed away. The threads it connects to have frayed, but they have not broken. Reality can still be saved.
Okay.
Return to Cypher's Midden. We will speak again.
Very well. Back to Cypher's Midden we go.
Just finished the story, it's pretty interesting. That's awesome, Scar. Out of 10, how would you rate it?
Quick, put you on the spot. Lydia is a waifu, yeah, 100%. It's true. It's a fact, really. Can't be debated. Into the study.
Proxy, I am glad to see you unharmed. I look forward to hearing about your encounter with Vermina.
Oh, let me! We defeated Vermina!
I didn't get to see you beat the Dreamweaver? How unfair is that?
So we can relax now? Ah, friend, you have that look. What terrible news are you about to tell Laramil?
I don't know, let me tell her.
What happened after you entered the portal, Proxy? Scroot tells us the one who knows has reconnected with his realm. But beyond that, we are in the dark.
I used the Black Book to help Emmaris Mora expel Vermina from Apocrypha.
Of course. He needed you to lead him to Vermina. Guide him to where she was lurking because she was hidden inside the body of Master Shelreni. And what of the second glyphic? Is the secret memory secure?
Torvesard reached the glyph before me, and he took it and escaped.
Unfortunate, but not unrecoverable. Now that Hermaeus Mora is restored, he can locate Torvesard and deal with him once and for all. Unless...
Unless? Does Torvesard still have...
Does Torvesard still have some way to elude the one who knows? Even without Blightcrown's corruption?
Yes, I mean, we knew that from the start, though. Emmaris Mora said that everything that was supposed to happen occurred, just as he foresaw.
Torvesard's nature. He is unlike any Dremora I have ever encountered. He helped us to help himself.
That's very Dremora.
But I believe him when he said he meant no harm. He just does not realize the danger this memory poses. I suppose that means we need to find him.
It seems weird that he would want to find this memory merely out of curiosity, though. We have time. It will take Torvesard a while to unlock the glyphic. Fire Breath, thank you so much for the huge donation. My goodness. Holy shit, dude, thank you. Just popped in to say I really enjoy watching your Dark Souls 1 and 2 streams on ESO Plays from time to time. It's always good watching them. Oh my god, man. Those were so off the cuff. And my wife edited them into like super detailed streams. Like funny little clips. And there's just so much swearing in them. They're not safe for YouTube. But yeah, I'm glad that they still get watched because, man, it was frustrating to play through. Considering we went from that to guides on Elden Ring, we did, you know, it was worth the burning. But man, that game was difficult to play. Thanks, dude, for the support. I really appreciate it. We have time. It will take Torvesard a while to unlock the glyphic, we assume.
Then let us take a moment to remember all we accomplished. All you accomplished, Proxy. You defeated Blightcrown, expelled Vermina, and saved Apocrypha.
That's pretty
thereby
cool.
saving Nern. Take this. The one who knows insists you accept this reward. While we contemplate the best method for tracking down Torvesard, there are two other tasks we must accomplish, Proxy. One concerns updating the records of Apocrypha.
Okay.
The other requires us to return to Necrom and rectify the original anomaly of fate.
The records of Apocrypha?
Scrooge can provide more information, as it is a vital part of her job. After repairing a thread of fate, she must record the final details in the Chronicle of Apocrypha. Having your name inscribed therein is a great honor.
If you say so. And what about Necrom?
Necrom. One of the first threads of fate we investigated to uncover the identity of Apocrypha's enemies. And it is the only one we did not resolve. We must accompany Gadain back there so he can return the Fulcrum Obscura. But first, talk to Scroot.
Alright.
Scroot can tell you all about the process for inscribing her records in the Chronicle of Apocrypha. You should talk with her. Meanwhile, I shall discuss arrangements for returning to Necrom with Curate Gadain.
It sounds like homework to me. You and Curate have become pretty close, haven't you? Yes, finally we can point that out.
As have you and I, Proxy.
Oh, okay.
That is only natural when allies face unimaginable danger at each other's
Oh, she's still
side.
skirting around it.
Beyond that, I would prefer if we did not mention this again.
Why? It's so weird. We don't have to have romance in the Elder Scrolls. Scroot.
My role has always been to observe and repair the lines of fate, never to unduly influence them, no matter how sorely I'm tempted. So while I was waiting, it was just a nervous habit that I haphazardly started checking the nearby lines of fate.
I thought we were supposed to talk about the Chronicle of Apocrypha.
The Chronicle can wait. This is more important. Why else would I have even mentioned anything mortal? It's like no one ever listens to a word I say. Anyway, I noticed an anomalous thread not far from here, at the prismatic Irish shore.
Alright, let's go.
A fate anomaly. The sacred task appointed to me. My job is to spot and correct them. It's really important, but you don't care. I think it's the stolen glyphic. Removing it from the mythos triggered the irregularity. Luckily, I happened to spot it.
Okay, great.
Not us, mortal. Just you. And Melon, I suppose. Only Fate's Chosen can resolve this, and that's still you. The prismatic Irish shore is north of here. Meet us in Cypher's Hall after you deal with Torvesard. Then we can update the Chronicle.
Has Blighttown's corruption dissipated?
Apocrypha is quite resilient. And since the burning sensation in my tentacles and the pain behind my orbs have mostly faded, I'd say yes. Besides, I can hear the melodious hum of the Great Eye resonating all around me, so that's a good sign.
What can I expect at the prismatic Irish shore?
The usual. Various
great.
denizens of Apocrypha. The stray hidden kindred or dream carver loitering about.
Fair enough,
Can I
we
get
know
you
what to
anything, Laura?
expect.
Once again, everyone takes Melon the Mouthless for granted. They all just assume I'm going to agree to go with you on another quest to stop Torvesard?
Yep, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we have to go just over here, which is only a bit north, to be honest. Let's go. Have you played any of Fudge Muppets or Camelworks Skyrim builds? I didn't even know Camelworks had builds, which is saying something because I've watched some of his videos, his lore stuff and whatnot. I've never played a Fudge Muppet build, sadly, because I've always kind of like had my own thoughts and opinions about how I want to play the game, and then sometimes I'll make build guides to share that with people. But I never watch anyone else's build guides because, I mean, to be honest, I just want to play the game I want to play it, how I want to play it. I do watch Elder Scrolls Online build guides though, like Deltia has some really cool PvP stuff that I watch. Outcast is good for PvE guides. So I watch those two people. Deltia's on YouTube. But yeah, I just don't watch anyone's Skyrim builds or any single player RPG I play is like purely like I create ideas and ways I want to play the game, and then I try and make like creative fun builds that I just think other people would enjoy.
Remember, you literally have a Telvanni Magister in your pocket.
Here we are.
I sense something amiss. Use my ghost sight to look around.
Use my ghost sight? How much
This
do you
bridge
pay?
wasn't here a moment ago. I suggest we cross it.
Oh, there's a chest. This person's got to it first. Never. I'm gonna ride my horse up here. See what we come across. It's Torvesard.
Once more.
It doesn't matter what you foresee.
Reality. You must all forget.
And there it is. Another piece of my memory restored. We should speak, mortal.
So it sounded like Mora was talking about reality and that you all had to forget for the sake of reality? I don't know. Interesting. We know it's a conversation between Periites, Vermina, and Mora. That's it.
The Prince of Fate thinks himself so perfect, but for all his power, he couldn't eliminate the memory he so desperately sought to hide. Not from my dreams, not from his own mind, And now I remember most of it. Only one secret remains to uncover.
I don't understand, Torvesard.
Why would you? You are merely mortal. But I have wandered the plains of oblivion for eons, an outcast with no clan. I believed I was formed that way, a forgotten scrap of creation, until the dream began to haunt me, a fragment of an ancient memory.
So the dream started all of this, yes?
No, the dream that will end it, that will finally restore all that was lost. Hermaeus Mora caused all this with his greed and selfishness. He made us all forget. He made me forget.
Tell me what secret was so dangerous. Maybe it's the release date for the Elder Scrolls 6. So dangerous that it had to be obliterated. What did Mora make you forget?
There was another Daedric prince. My prince. A prince that saved me and preserved just enough of my memory so that I could one day save them in return.
Oh, no way.
A prince whose jealous and craven siblings cast down and wiped from the annals of history.
There was another Daedric prince. Do they still exist? This is interesting because it actually does kind of... What the hell just happened in the background? What? It's interesting because if there's another one, it would explain why some of the Daedra have no clan.
No Prince of Oblivion can truly be destroyed. The final glyphic contains that secret, how to find them and restore them to their rightful place. And then, Mora will answer for his crimes.
Will he?
See for yourself. I leave the glyphic for you to examine.
Dude, what the hell am I? What the hell? Jesus.
You go too far, Mora. It doesn't matter what you foresee. You can't do this to another prince. Or to the rest of us, for that matter.
You have seen the damage Prince Athelia has already done to the fabric of fate. If left unchecked, reality will unravel.
All of us must agree, Mora, and I definitely do not. Memories are sacrosanct, as are the domains of the princes. You can't punish someone for something they might possibly do.
I must. The risk is too great. I am truly sorry, but there is no alternative. For the sake of reality, you must all forget.
Whoa. Speak of the devil.
What was forgotten has been remembered. We must speak.
I'll speak away.
Too late. Too late. The door sealed long ago is opened. Just a crack. But the damage is done. That which was forgotten is now remembered.
Well, all that true. Is there another Daedric prince? How is he playing? I pre-ordered Necrom. Yeah, it's because you pre-ordered it on console and it comes out on the 20th on console. So that would be why. On PC it comes out on the 5th. They always release it earlier on PC. Was all that true? Is there another Daedric prince?
The memories released from the two glyphics are accurate and true. Athelia, the Prince of Paths, the mistress of the untraveled road, the unseen. Her ability to alter fate, to shape destiny to her liking, was a threat to all reality. It still is.
The memories released from the two glyphs are accurate and true. The Prince of Paths, the mistress of the untraveled road, the unseen. Her ability to alter fate, to shape destiny to her liking, was a threat to all reality. Ah. Aethila, the Prince of Paths. I understand why that would be threatening to Mora. I don't understand.
What mortal could? The Fate Changer is an arbiter of chaos, who can unravel the strands of fate and rearrange them to suit her every whim. Her very existence endangers everything. I saw no other way to preserve reality than to do what I did.
You took away everyone's memory of Prince Ilthia.
I gathered my fellow princes and revealed the danger I foresaw. Most agreed to aid me, some refused. In the end, it did not matter. I erased Ethelia from history. But I could not erase my own memories. Those I sealed in the 3 primordial glyphics.
It's so interesting that they chose this for the storyline. It actually is very clever, and I really didn't see it coming at all. What about Torvesard?
Torvesard. Something I did not foresee. An agent of Ethelia, hidden for all these eons. Her contingency plan. Her revenge. At least the final glyphic is secure. Until it is found and opened, reality remains safe. For now, return to Cypher's Midden.
He's so chill. Like, I'd be a bit worried. Give me a portal back to Cypher Midden. What do you think I am? Fastest way back. Please don't be too deep. Oh, it is. Let's travel back here then. Oh, we can't fast travel from here. Am I the only one who sees a rectum with tentacles? No, I don't think you're the only one. I think you're probably a few people who see that. Now I do. General Tullius is a savage because the Empire will wipe out the family. I hope so, but the Empire are pretty weak in the Civil War Skyrim questline. That's why they bend the knee to the Thalmor and the Nords don't respect them, which generates the Civil War. Down here. Cypher's Hall. Yo!
May I have a word?
No.
Magister Goreth referred to you as the mouth of the mouthless. I suppose that fits. Look, I've never been very good at this, but I wanted to thank you. In life, I was a secluded old wizard who cared nothing for anything but magic and my own studies.
We couldn't have gotten through this without you, Mel.
Nonsense. My enormous intellect certainly came in handy, but your fate's chosen. You would have found a way, with or without me. But I'm glad you rescued me from Shelreni, that you took me on this adventure. If I never escape this soul gem...
Perhaps Larmil knows a way to free you, and curate Gaiden that experienced the dead.
Maybe. I'm in no rush. Adventuring is a new experience for me. I'm content to follow along for now. I'm going to rest for a while. Remember, as long as you have my gem, if you ever need me, just call. Now, talk to Scroot about the Chronicle.
The game's frozen. Oh no. We've lost it. The hell? What's up? Processors. Has it crashed? No. It's weird. It's just frozen. Right, we're gonna have to relog. Play. Right, I'm just relogging one sec, guys. He was just like, frozen. I'm stuck in a soul gem forever. There we go. Seems like the ice cold beer is doing some strange reactions with the strawberries in my belly. Okay. Intriguing. Logging in. Progress is saved. Yeah. You don't lose progress on PC. It just, like, it's an MMO, so it's always linked. Okay, here we go. Scroot.
Hello, mortal. The Great Eye told me what happened. Even though things didn't go exactly the way we hoped, we're all still here. That means reality is stable. Laramil and I spoke with a few of the ciphers, and we're all in agreement. We want to add your story to the Chronicle of Apocrypha. Only the most momentous events make it into that sacred volume.
What do you mean?
I always saw fate as black and white, set in stone, unchangeable. But now I see that not every aberration is a disaster. Not every surprise a mistake. Thanks. Let it be known that the name of Fate's Chosen shall be entered into the Chronicle of Apocrypha, to be remembered forever for actions accomplished in service to Fate.
Yay,
And
books.
Fate's Chosen confounded the forces of Vermina and Periite, saving Nirn and Apocrypha. Let this record describe it in flowery, yet justified praise. All hail Fate's Chosen!
Bit intense. I'm your king now.
The time has come for me to return to Necrom and complete my mission for the Abbey. When I present the Fulcrum Obscura to the Abbot, I'd like you to be at my side. Our side. Laramil wants to come too. Isn't that nice?
So weird. I'll go with you.
That's good. That's very good.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Besides, I want to let the Abbot know what you did. You preserved Nirn, as well as Apocrypha, through your actions. By the way, did you find Torvesard? Laramil has been dying to know what happened.
Banana. POV inside a soul gem. Yeah, it was. We got sucked into the soul gem with him. Torvesard opened the glyphic and got away. There's still danger, but Mora said it wasn't imminent, apparently. So this is when we've got to wait for the second half of this chapter to find the conclusion to the story. Honestly, I found the second half of the last chapter we played, High Isles, was really good. So I recommend watching that live stream if you haven't already too.
Alright. Not imminent is better than imminent. If the Prince of Fate needs you, he can find you on Nirn as easily as here in Apocrypha. I'm sure there's more to it, but that's your business. I'll leave it to you and Laramil.
See you in Necrom.
I must consider the best parts of the necropolis to show to Laramil. She wants to see everything. We'll meet you in Necrom, friend.
It's
at the
a date.
necropolis.
So Lamel wants a tour of the catacombs now, does she? Heh.
Yes, she's being quite insistent on... Wait a moment, are you having a jest with me? Laramil is a special person, as I'm sure you already know. We're just friends, I think. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll meet you back in Necrom.
Now that the immediate danger has passed,
She's right there.
I would like that tour of your catacombs now.
You would? We'll meet you in Necrom, friend.
Let me tour your catacombs.
After we help Gadain return the Fulcrum Obscura, I want to hear all about what happened with the second Glyphic and Torvesard proxy. I sense this is not yet over, as you still bear the mark of Fate's Chosen.
You and Curate Gadain have become pretty friendly, haven't you, Laramil? I like how we just constantly tease her about this.
Not nearly friendly enough, Proxy. Talking to Gadain is like conversing with a hungry ogrim. They both pay rapt attention, but still fail to understand a single word you say.
That was banned.
After we help... Not nearly friendly enough, Proxy. Talking to Gadain is like conversing with a hungry ogrim. They both pay rapt attention.
Who's this?
You've been inscribed in the Chronicle of Apocrypha.
Yes. Yes, I have. This is true. Oh, is this the book? Can I read it? Let the records show that the Great Eye, Himeris Mora, chose a mortal champion to defend Apocrypha and preserve reality from the threat posed by Vermina and Periite. Further said, Mortal was instrumental in dealing with the rogue Mora. It's just like a fan fiction about me. Torvesard and safeguarding the most precious secrets of the Great Eye's realm. Let the record show that Sir Dumbledore is the chosen of fate, marked by Himeris Mora and charged with protecting the threads of destiny for the duration of the crisis. They stopped the enemies of Mora from destroying Apocrypha, ended poison corruption that wrecked the realm, drove off Verminia and the Hidden Kindred, and preserved the reality of Apocrypha, Nirn, and all the realms of existence. What didn't I do? Sir Dumbledore has been inscribed into the Chronicle of Apocrypha, to be remembered forever, for actions accomplished in the service of fate. All hail Fate's chosen, all hail Himeris Mora. Okay. Impressive.
I can count the number of mortals recorded in the Chronicle of Apocrypha on the tips of my tentacles. But here we part ways, ally. All contradictions arising from Vermina and Periite's assault on my master are resolved.
Are we staying here?
My place is in Apocrypha. Yours is in your own little world, although I'm sure it's very important to you. Sooner or later, fate will lead you back to the mortal realm. And I'll return to the unbearable ennui of my existence.
Himeris Mora owes you more than that.
I wouldn't expect gratitude from the Great Eye, mortal. But sometimes he's satisfied with how things turn out. If I was useful in resolving this contradiction, he'll find opportunities for me to be useful again. Which is something.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's go back to Necrom. I was trying to get up there to that door. Why do they have houses inside a cave? Interesting. Is very cute, isn't it, Nightshade? $40 for Necrom doesn't give you the full DLC. I mean, it's actually a lot less than that if you get it from the link below. But yeah, they've always done this where they've released the first half of the DLC in the like now in summer, and then they release the next half, what is it, in like February or something? Or no, it's in December, around then. I don't know why they stagger it, but yeah, you get like 2 zones. You get Apocrypha and the Telvanni Peninsula. I don't know what the next part's going to add, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, they've always done that since they first started doing chapters, I think.
Have you heard? Necrom Abbey will soon reopen.
Truly. That's good to hear. The necropolis is the heart of the city.
It is indeed the heart of the city. Let's go to the catacombs and get a tour of all the bodies. Hell yeah, boy.
Have you heard? Necrom Abbey will
Have you
soon
heard?
reopen.
Yes, I just heard that from someone with the same voice. He's running around the city telling everyone about it. Perhaps.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Thanks for posting the links, Taser. Appreciate you, bro. Alright, we're almost at the catacombs. I'm sure you guys are excited. I want to see how this romance story concludes after all. Yay! I think they mentioned they'll take a break or a quarter to fix a lot of stuff. Oh, is that like, so next year's chapter will be like delayed? Is that what they said? Or you're saying the second half will come out later?
Curate Gadain asked me to watch for you. He's waiting for you through the door to the east.
Okay, I will go east. This is a very impressive building. Wow. I do like the aesthetic. They didn't really use this aesthetic much, apart from this one building.
Well done, Curate. With the sacred relic returned, I feel it's safe to once again open the necropolis. Now, why don't you say a few words about your adventures?
Say a few words? Me?
Oh no. Go on, say a few words.
The abbot insisted on the immediate return of the relic, friend. Sorry you missed that part of the ceremony. But now he wants me to give a speech? I'd rather go back to Apocrypha with you and face a horde of corrupted lurkers.
Just tell the crowd what's in your heart. You'll do fine, Gaiden.
Right, what's in my heart? Helpful to the end, that's you. Well, I might as well get this over with. Oh, while I pull my thoughts together, Laramil wants to talk to you.
You've got this, buddy.
Since we seem to have a moment, tell me what occurred at the prismatic Irish shore.
Torvesard opened the glyph of the lost memories. I witnessed the secret too.
I see. Are you at liberty to tell me what the glyphic contained?
Mora erased the memory of another Daedric prince from existence. Ethelia, the Prince of Paths. Which is probably the worst prince to do that with, because she would have foreseen a path where that happened. Hence, you know, why she had one of her Dremora agents track down the glyphs.
A forgotten Daedric prince. Only the one who knows could keep such a fact secret for so long. Is there anything else I should know, Proxy?
Torvesard isn't clanless. He's an agent of the prince. He wants to find the last glyph.
Then I am sure Hermaeus Mora shall call upon us again when the time is right. You are still Fate's chosen, and I am your guide. But reality seems to be holding together for now. I think we have time to rest, to reflect, and to listen to Gadain.
Right, let's see what he comes out with.
If there was an imminent danger, Hermaeus Mora would summon us. For now, bask in your victories, Proxy. You faced down Daedric princes and saved Apocrypha and Nirn.
Easy.
Take this, thanks from the one who knows, and a sign of friendship from me.
We got the Fate Scryer costume. Looks pretty cool. And 381 gold. Jeez, you joking?
Go on with your life, Proxy. When Hermaeus Mora needs us to resume the chase, I shall send word.
That'll be the second
Until
half.
then, I believe I shall remain here in Necrom for a time. Restore the bindery, explore the necropolis, get to know Curate Gadain a little better.
So, Lamaril, you and Gaiden. It's such a high school reaction to a relationship.
Grow up, Proxy. I am well over a century old. Young for an Altmer, but not without my share of romantic experiences. I find the curate to be intriguing. I wish to take the time we have to get to know him better, to see where things may lead.
Cringe. I don't know, it's just such a weird way to put a romance in. Of course, Laramil. Are you sure we're finished here? Torvesard still seeks the third glyph.
Yes, but he no longer has the resources of Vermina and Periite at his command. He used them, and they shall not soon forget that. So even with his many abilities, he will need time to plan before he can attempt another assault on Apocrypha.
But he will try again, right?
I expect so.
Obviously.
As does the one who knows. Which is why you are still bound by his contract, and I am still on call to aid you. But that is tomorrow's concern. I shall send word when the threads of fate that bind us once again converge.
Come on, speech.
Say what is in your heart, Gadain.
Right. Thanks, Laramil. The abbot asked me to tell you about my adventures. How I recovered the sacred relic and saved the necropolis.
Oh, it was
the
all
truth
you.
is, I couldn't have done any of it without Fate's champion.
That's right.
Someone I'm
me.
proud to call my friend. Thanks to them, we saved the relic. We saved Nirn. We saved all of reality. All hail Fate's champion. All hail my friend.
This is a bit awkward now. Everyone's just clapping
Well
for me.
said, Gadain.
Thanks, Laramil. I couldn't have done any of this without you, too.
Gidane,
Awkward silence. That's it? Are you done?
go on with your life, Proxy.
Did I do all right, friend? I didn't seem too nervous or ramble or anything, did I? No, but I'm doing it now, aren't I? Of course I am. If your travels ever bring you back to Necrom, please, come and visit. I'll never forget our adventures.
So, Gaiden, you and Laramil?
What? Did Laramil say something? Was I too forward? Not forward enough?
She's right next to you, bro.
I'm so not good at this. How could I keep a secret from you? Laramil has agreed to stay in Necrom. At least for a while.
That's a great idea. Just make sure to pay attention. Laramil isn't one to hide her expectations.
Laramil has expectations? What sorts of... Oh! I see. Yes, I shall endeavor to monitor not only her words, but her gestures. I must seem like a country bumpkin to someone as sophisticated and traveled as Laramil. Oh, what's the use? I am a bumpkin.
Just be honest and be yourself. You'll be fine.
You really think so?
I'm giving relationship advice.
Thank you, my friend. It means a lot for you to say that. And I meant what I said. If you ever need my help or a place to stay or anything, don't hesitate to call on me. I learned so much at your side.
Whenever I need relationship advice, I'll be sure to log into ESO and talk to you.
Go on with your life.
Go on with your life.
Well done. I half expected my young curate to flee the hall rather than speak to this assembly. But he did a magnificent job. Thank you again for helping Gidane recover the Fulcrum Obscura. The necropolis wouldn't be the same without it.
Did all the keepers recover?
Yes, thank the ancestors. Although some of our brethren nearly became permanent residents of the necropolis before we were able to nurse them back to health. Things would have been much worse if Gidane hadn't acted and teamed up with you.
What's next for the necropolis?
We resume our sacred task, helping our people stay close to the ancestors who have gone before them. In time, I will join those who sleep below. Who knows? Perhaps Gidane will be ready to take up my responsibilities when that day comes.
Oh god, a prelude to him dying at the end. Well, my friends, that's the end at the first half of the Necrom DLC, which I quite enjoyed. We know who the evil people are. The plot is still very mysterious because they haven't given us any clues, apart from it being a hidden Daedric prince who was wiped from memory, which I think is incredibly interesting that they went with that storyline. I'm trying to think back to what Ted Peterson wrote and some of the Daedric princes who are no longer there, so I kind of feel like I need to do a bit more research there. It's interesting. So we'll play the second half of the chapter when that releases at some point next year, I guess, whenever it comes out. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll be finishing off Diablo 4 in the live streams as well if you guys want to watch that. The storyline's been getting really good in that too. As for the ESO chapter and the storyline, yeah, really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite well done, remained a mystery through it all, and I am excited to do some of the side quest content, and especially some of the side quests in Apocrypha. I know they've added 2 new followers that I haven't even met yet, so I want to do that. And also there's a bunch of other content and stuff like dungeons and whatnot that I need to do and explore. But yeah, main quest, pretty good fun. And the Arcanist class, from what I've played so far, really enjoy this class. I think the end game for it is going to be interesting. PvE I think it's going to be good. PvP I think it'll struggle because of all its damage already coming from this one ability. All channeled abilities already. So yeah, no, it's just got a different way of gameplay with these rune glyphs that you have to, crux that you have to build up for casting your abilities. Very simple, but it adds like a new flavor, which I like. So guys, I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely evening, whatever you might be doing, and goodbye. you have to crux that you have to build up for casting your abilities.